and welcome to Baking Bad, the show in which I, Jessica, a girl who loves to bake, attempts to try and convince my wife, Claudia, who isn't such a fan, that baking is actually really fun. How's that working so far?
I've already been complaining about it, haven't I? I've already been a bit like, oh, I don't ever like baking.
Genuinely haven't even started. This episode marks that it's actually become a series. Because it was a one-off, and then it was a sequel. Mm-hmm. Are we in a series now or a trilogy?
A trilogy.
Oh, so if we make one more, then it's a series?
Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
Should we start with the ingredients?
Yeah.
First things first, you're going to line this with parchment paper.
Okay.
Thank you, wife. Okay. Right. And again, I'm going to be using the mixer of my dreams.
No longer your dreams, my darling.
Oh, the mixer of my reality.
Yep. There we go.
We're going to begin with 2 eggs. Break them into your mixer, if you have one, with the flat paddle, or if you don't, a bowl.
Why are you scratching your arm? Is that part of the baking?
What?
Add some skin cells to your eggs.
No, we saw a cat yesterday and I'm allergic, alright?
Yeah, but it's not hygienic,
Stop judging
darling.
me.
You're not meant to be doing that on, like, would you see Nigella Lawson scratching her forearm?
I wasn't near the bowl. Leave me alone. And then let's beat on a slow speed.
I think it needs to be plugged in.
Alright, now it's done.
And how can we tell?
It should all be light and the eggs should all be moved together.
Okay, so one homogeneous
Blend
colour.
together. Yes, one colour and it should be pale.
This is the other thing I don't like about baking. Constant referencing to a recipe.
Well, you cook with recipes.
No, but I think that type of cooking, you can just like kind of
Add a dash more this, a
yeah,
bit more
and
that.
it's a bit like you read it, and also what I like is you taste it like whilst you're doing it.
You can stick your finger in this egg if you like, but it's just egg.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's nothing really tasty until it's out of the oven.
Okay. The next thing we're going to do is add some brown sugar.
This one, not actual sugar. What is this?
Yeah,
Clean.
it's a sugar alternative. Oh, I forgot to say this entire thing is low FODMAP because I follow a FODMAP diet. It's a whole thing. Click the video in the card above to explain what the hell that is because we don't have the time. We need 1 cup of the light brown sugar. That's the big one here.
How do you know which one it is?
Which one what?
Well, there's 3 cups here.
Oh no, it's this weird thing that Americans do. They, instead of measuring, they say cup.
1 cup. So 1 cup. That's a lot of sugar. Well, I mean, if it was just normal sugar, how do you make sure it doesn't come out everywhere?
Be neat. Alright, okay, that'll do. I mean, it's less than 1 cup, but you're right, it does seem like a lot.
You know, Bubba, you can just like open this and lift it so that you've got more space to pour things in each time.
I forgot. But I remember that now that you've told me.
I think that's partly why it does that, doesn't it?
That is the whole reason.
That is the whole reason.
Alright. Ooh. So we've done 1 cup of brown sugar. Yeah. Now we do 1 cup of regular granulated sugar / sweetener because I don't use sugar. Then we're going to add a cup of vegetable oil.
Do we need an actual cup of this?
No, that may be a bit excessive.
How much do we need?
Well,
half a cup?
2/3.
Well then let's use a smaller one.
This one is a half cup.
Okay,
let's do a half cup.
Well, let's do a half cup.
The recipe's just changing as the video goes. It's fine.
Yeah, it's because you're baking with me and I'm just like, yes, woo!
Hey!
In it goes.
Lovely.
And how much oil?
1 cup of oil.
I feel like it should come with like theme music. So this is literally just pumpkin.
So the great thing about this Literally just pumpkin, nothing else added. It's great.
It's actually quite sweet as it is.
We're adding flour and we're just kind of balancing things out.
Yeah.
It's fine. I promise it won't be too sweet. She doesn't have much of a sweet tooth.
That's not the pleasantest of sounds though, is it?
I wouldn't know. Some people are really into ASMR, you know, and just... What does it sound like? No, stop. I don't need that with dealing with food.
Ooh, look at it. It's all coming together.
Okay, now you have done the wet ingredients, we move on to the dry ingredients.
I like how you go, now that we have done this and we do this, we will do this. I'm like, I really don't feel like I'm doing much right now.
Would you like to switch and you can do it? Would that make you feel more involved?
Exactly.
Alright, switch places. So we have gluten-free flour, baking soda and baking powder, salt, xanthan gum, nutmeg and cinnamon. Change the bowl for that smaller bowl. Yeah, it is hard. And change the head for the whisk that's in that other bowl.
How do you take it out?
Okay, push up and then turn and then, yeah. We need 3.5 cups of the gluten-free plain white flour.
It's fun. Oh, I don't ever like baking.
Genuinely haven't even started.
It's fun.
Now we need a teaspoon of the baking powder. You can put the teaspoon in the thing.
Whoa.
Oh, that's...
I'm smiling.
At least you're having fun.
Yeah, because otherwise normally what you do is you just bake, I just watch, and then like you make me eat it, and then I'm like, yeah, it's nice, but we could have done this whole thing without me having to be involved. Whereas now, when we eat it and it's like good, I can be like proud. Or I can, if it's bad, I can be like, yeah, next time you bake, you know?
Okay, 1 teaspoon of the xanthan gum, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and around 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. I will accept 1/3. Now you just whisk it all together.
It's gonna like fly
Slow
everywhere.
speed. Slow. Alright, do you feel like it's all blended together?
No, I'm going to like stir it around a bit. And then I'll just do it once more. Woo! That's the wrong one.
Slow, honey, slow. Open it up.
What?
Alright, now we're going to take the dry ingredients bowl off. And we're going to put the wet ingredients back on and begin adding the dry ingredients a bit at a time. Yeah?
Alright?
Yeah. Does it already taste good?
It does actually. It's nothing really tasty until it's out of the oven.
Good.
Whoa, lady, I literally had it on the tip of my finger, not my whole finger.
Alright, now begin by adding about 1/4 of this into the wet. Alright, start slow and then gradually build up. You're enjoying it now.
Yeah, it's more fun when you're the person doing it.
Alright, add more of the dry. Ooh, it's already getting thicker. Ooh, add more. We don't want to overmix
Oh, why not?
because then our eggs will split.
Oh.
It's a thing.
Maybe if I go on this side.
Yeah, you're less likely to tip it. Last bit. mean, that's flour enough for another 2 cookies.
That's alright, look, I'll put it in. No, it's not. That's such an exaggeration.
You just spread it the other side. Yeah, it needs to be mixed a bit more.
Oh.
For the flour to dissolve.
Sorry. It's meant to be affectionate and fun.
Yes.
Can I lick it?
You may lick it.
Not going to tell me off and be like, that's one entire puff. Feel a bit sick.
We're going to use our amazing brand new ice cream scooper.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if
Scoop
that's
out
going to
some
work
bit.
very well. It's a very sticky mix.
It's very sticky.
We can try.
We'll try.
All right, want me to have a go?
Hit it.
Ready?
Good. Ooh, oh, thanks for your hand.
Sorry.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So one of us needs to fill it and the other needs to flatten.
Right, ready?
Oh, it worked so well the first time.
Oh no. I think maybe we just use a spoon.
Yes. But last time we did this, you just filmed me doing this bit, which might be a bit faster.
Okay.
Oh, do you want to do? I can film just you doing.
No.
Ta-da! The finished product.
Mmm.
I've got to say, they actually do smell amazing.
They do. And I'm
Tea.
sure they are perfect with a cup of tea.
Or a glass of Diet Coke.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to do a subtle merch placement there.
Oh yeah, this is my merch. I made this mug. I didn't hand make it. But still, it's mine and you can buy it from
So
me.
it's your
And it
name
has a
on the
tiny me on the back. I drew that. You can buy it in the link below. But I will also be linking the recipe to this.
Cheers.
They're actually really good.
They are.
Mm.
They're like, I was expecting them to be a bit more cookie-ish, because you said it was going to be like a cookie.
Moist. I definitely said moist.
It's more like a fairy cake, but like a squashed one.
Meet my squashed fairy cakes. I'm going to decorate them with some cream cheese, I think. Some lactose-free cream cheese. With little like swirls.
They're
Really
not like
adorable.
really sweet, but that's because we didn't put loads of sugar in.
Yeah.
But like, I think they're nice like this.
Well, the recipe that I'm going to put down in the description has Claudia's altered amounts of sugar. So you can make these exact ones.
Or like, well, the recipe we ate is the sugar-free one.
Yeah,
But
I
you
mean,
could-
it's obviously sugar-free,
you
but
could
it has a
change-
sugar
Yeah,
alternative.
you could change it to be a sugar-containing one.
Oh, you could totally make these using regular sugar and regular flour. And if you had an egg substitute, they'd be vegan. Thank you for watching this episode of Baking Bad. Do let us know down in the comments what you'd like us to attempt to bake next.
No baking.
Yes, yeah,
it was a
yeah.
trilogy, remember?
No, it's a series, darling. It's a series. Love you.
What am I going to get in return?
Food.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh.
Can't be that baking bad if you actually get to eat it at the end.
I love you. Okay. Subscribe for more, and thank you again so much for watching. Bye bye.